Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
This is now the 7th stream in a row. 6 streams. We have not only hit the goals, but exceeded them on every stream that I have done. 6 in a row. Can we keep that going? Can we keep that positivity and momentum and support for my content going? If so, number one, that would be amazing. The resurgence and renaissance of DSP will continue. But number two, as a side effect, it would absolutely make all of my haters cry. It's funny because I actually heard 2 things. I heard apparently a couple of my actual detractors quit. I don't know who they are because I don't follow them. But someone actually contacted me. They're like, yeah, just so you know, it's not your big ones, but some of your lesser haters have given up. They see this positivity you're getting now and the fact that you're going to be involved with all this content with other people, and they can't take it anymore. They're just like, nah, I'm not going to bother bothering Phil anymore. So I don't know who it is, but that's what I was told, that a couple people have already kind of just gave up. And they're like, well, moving on, forget this shit. We lost, right? The other thing I heard is that Doody, yes, Doody is very desperate. He's basically going right back to his old tropes about, oh, Phil gets all of your personal information if you send him a tip on PayPal, and he can dox you at any time, and he's a liar. And this guy is so fucking unhinged. This guy is a nut job, okay? I've already explained a million times how all this works. He's now rehashing the same arguments because he has nothing to say. He's a loser. He's a fucking life loser, sitting there wasting his fucking time at his PC. No one cares about him, or else they would have pulled him away from that PC a long time ago. It's a sad case. It's a sad state, right? What a pathetic guy, seriously. But yeah, so it's funny because, again, for me, I want you to support my content because you like it. You've been coming here for the last week or 2 weeks. You've been enjoying the improvements, right? You've been seeing the positivity, the energy that we have every day. That's why I want you to support my content. But absolutely, as a side effect, these guys who've been crapping on me for a decade, complete fucking waste of life, are now getting it. They're now getting what they gave back in full force, and they can't take it. They're seething and freaking out about it. So let's keep that going today, all right? That would be absolutely amazing, okay? Where did the doxing claim come from? It's stupidity. People, because they're so dumb, they have to make shit up. Oh, don't you know that if you send someone money on PayPal, they completely get all of your information? What the fuck are you talking about? No, they don't get all of your information. What happens is, I get whatever information you put into PayPal and you made public. That's what I see. So, for example, in your PayPal account, whatever name you linked to it, that's what I'll see, right? If you even linked a name, because some people don't put a name in their PayPal account. And if that's the case, all I see is an email address. That's it. I'll see email address and your tip and the body, what you put in your message of your tip. I don't see your name. I don't see your address. I don't see any other information whatsoever. Now, there are some people who set up their PayPal accounts with all of that information public because they buy a lot of stuff, say, like on eBay. So they want it so that if they send a payment, automatically the person that they're paying something to on eBay sees their info and they can just mail the item. Obviously, if you're giving money to other things other than eBay, you don't want all your personal information public. And that's a simple thing you can set up to make it that it doesn't do that. But again, my detractors are so unhinged and so insane. They literally, oh yeah, every transaction you ever do on eBay, every transaction you ever do, any tip you ever send on PayPal completely doxes you to the internet. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Name one person who has ever tipped me, who then I doxed their information to the internet. You can't, because it never happened. Because I can't, because you're full of shit. These people are nuts, okay? So anyway, yeah, it's just nonsense. But anyway, let's stick it to them today. Let's do a great stream for this one stream that I'm actually going to do. Let's stick it to them, right? And let's get it going. Do you think June should do a documentary on the side scrollers? They really did you shitty on purpose. No, do you really what I think what needs to be done? I've said this before, I'll say it again. The camera needs to be turned away from people who are harassed on the internet and needs to be turned towards the harassers, right? Because I guarantee you that the detractor community that I have is far more embarrassing, entertaining, and more lolcowish, than anything I've ever done. I think it would be far more. There's going to be a 4-hour documentary on me within like a week, 2 weeks here by June the King. I guarantee you that if someone actually did a 4-hour documentary on all the demented weirdos who have crapped on me over the years or used me as a platform for personal gain, Rich, the side scrollers, etc., 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 I bet it would be a far more entertaining watch. And man, would I love to react to that one. Let me put it this way. If I did that, dude, I would bring in special guest after special guest to do the biggest, most collaborative group fucking felting ever done on the internet. I would reach out and try to get so many people to show up for that fucking thing just to crap on these motherfuckers. Okay? But it has to happen. I'm not making it. I don't have time for that shit. Someone has to make it. Okay? All right. Anyway. Oh, listen. June already knows my thoughts because NB just says, well, could you suggest that to June? June already knows my thoughts. While he was talking to me during my documentaries research, I expressed that to him. I said, you don't understand the gold mine that's sitting there that people have ignored. That it's not these people who are made fun of that's actually the interesting thing. It's the people who are making fun of them that are the weirdest fucking cases of, you know, broken lives and weird shit, degenerate fucking actions. Those are the ones that would be way more interesting to look at. Not me. What the fuck? Who am I? Seriously, you're going to watch this 4-hour documentary and half of the stuff is going to be like, all right, I didn't know that about Phil, but it's not particularly that interesting. Because I don't really think there is stuff that's particularly that interesting, except for the very over-the-top, risque commentary I was doing when I was an early YouTuber. The stuff in the Street Fighter community is not even, you know, it's a different life, but that'll be fun to relive and explain and give context to. But seriously, the shit that everything else is going on, you know, I don't get it. I just don't understand it, you know, like,